Oh God, no, no! Why? Oh God, it's so slow! Oh! Oh! Seeing numbers below 3 gigahertz scares me. Who the fuck bought an SR-2 that has extra taps for running extra power to your fucking processor to run 80 watt? What the fuck? Maximum 80 watt power? Oh, what the fuck? That's bad. 80 watts. 80 watts. And that's probably all it can do. These aren't high-end CPUs. It's a waste of the system. Yes, let's buy a $500 motherboard and then put the cheapest processors we can find in it. Oh, these are probably mid-tier, but still. So I'm not one to complain about cable management, but this is ridiculous. Everything was just randomly, haphazardly shoved in with no rhyme or reason. And it is actually... Ugh, that's like right up against this. Ugh. That's not even unpluggable. What the fuck? Part of the... Yeah. What the fuck? This motherboard isn't designed for this case. It's actually overlapping and hanging off the side. Or this case is actually... This case is too small for the motherboard! I can't unplug the power supply because the release pin is underneath this bracket and it's actually bending the bracket.
Holy shit.
This was haphazardly shoved in, and I'm gonna have to...
It sure looks like it. There's like half the shit's not even plugged in.
Well, that's because I've been unplugging everything.
Oh.
I'm starting fresh. For one, I mean... What the fuck?! Oh, most of these fans aren't plugged in at all, actually. Holy fuck. But yeah, that's kind of fucking bent. Oh my God, the motherboard's bent in here. Why? That might have happened during shipping. Yeah, this whole thing's popped out. And it's popped out because... Oh my God, that's bent! Oh my God, that's bent!
That's pretty bad.
But yeah, so you've seen cases that,
Yeah, they have the back out, that have the back case, or the back...
Have you ever seen one that had this much open space? I think I might be able to run my cables back here and hide them.
Yeah, mine does.
Yeah, I might actually run my cables back here. If I can... Holy fuck. What the fuck, though? I think I may need to actually modify parts of this case so that doesn't happen. I might have to... Actually, this is, I think, mostly sheet aluminum. If you got those aggressive 10 snips, I could probably actually just 10 snip some parts out without damaging your 10 snips.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta love the sound of a $1,000 motherboard crunching. Am I right? I'm right, yeah. Well, yeah, I ended up having to just kind of shove this in, bending the motherboard even further, and it definitely was something that popped out from pressure under shipping. Then I was able to push this in and slide everything back. This system is, so if I take a 10-step and I just kind of cut here and here, I'll lose a little bit of support for this, but I think it'll be fine. And, yeah, all I gotta do is just cut, like, if I just cut here and here, this motherboard should be able to slide in without interfering. Man, actually cut if I cut down to here. Hey, Jake, could you find me some 10 stamps? So I've done some modifications to make this motherboard fit. Now, it's warped. It's been bent. Not happy about that, but it does work. It's just I was hoping I was done experiencing problems from having a bent PC. But yeah, I made it where everything clears. Nothing's being smashed. Nothing's being warped. All I had to do was break out Jake's 10 snips. Now the motherboard can actually be put into place. I think I might 10 snip this little arm out here as well. Give me a little more room for my cables. Fixed it. I'll make it a little better. Alright, now that's fancy. That's fancy right there. That's not fancy, but nobody will see it. That's not fancy, but I'm not going to get cut on it. And the motherboard clears. I can finally disconnect the power supply, which I was trying to do. And I'm going to see if it's possible to maybe like route the power supply cables through this thing here and see if I can just kind of run them on the back side of the case. I mean, now it's starting to clear up, but look at this. Look at this. These are just, they're strung randomly. Like, I would have, like, wrapped the cable around one of these hoses and made it follow it along. Actually, I guess I probably can't because the cable's not long enough, but, you know, I would have... I don't like that. I don't like that. I like tucking things behind things and wrapping them around things to make it easier to work on. Because a bowl of spaghetti is not easy to work on. Yeah, like, look at all this cable. Like, holy fuck, just fold it up and tuck it underneath here. Just tuck it up in there. And you don't need that much fucking cable for a fan that's gonna plug in, like, somewhere right in here. Oh, what the hell? There's a broken power supply connector sitting inside the USB's power. What the fuck? What the fuck? Wait, what the hell? What the fuck? Man, don't do drugs. Fucking ew! It's thermal pads! How do I disconnect this from the radiator? This is actually a pain in the ass to work with. Tell me in the comments so I can go back in time and... It looks like it's held in with fucking snap ring, or not snap, pinch roll pins. Because this is going to be a bitch to clean. There's little dents all through that radiator. I should just fucking replace this. With, but I dented the fuck out of my air coolers and the fans are broken. Alright. Out with the new. And in with the old. I missed you, babies. Alright, comparing the RAM they had in their SR2 versus my SR2 RAM, and other than the fact my RAM is physically way larger and has a better heatsink, I don't see much of a difference. This RAM's lower voltage, but like, same clock, same timing. Wait. Hold up. 24 gig. Oh, okay. Huh? Oh, that's weird. Okay, because it's... Yeah, I forgot they do that thing. Yeah, these are both 4 gig. I could put them all together and have 48 gigs, but then I lose my performance. I don't get my triple channel. Oopsie poopsie, made her a little bit sloppy. Can I mount this any which way I want, or they got to be specific? Like, can I mount this 90 degrees off? Oh, this is so stiff. Oh, fuck these hoses. Man, this sucks. I really should just get rid of this shit. Man, fuck water cooling. When I made my own setup, I used rubber hoses, and I could trim them whatever length I want. Maybe I have to cut these open. It does look like that might just be a barbed fitting there. But if this is... I wonder if I can just pull these off. Actually, how do I add water to the radiator? How do I change the fluid? Where's my reservoir? How do I add water? Do I take this apart? You know, something is convenient, like I'm trying to find the most efficient route for that fan cable. I got this side efficiented it up, but you know, it's like, oh man, I really need to dig down in there. It's like, I'll just take a look at the old dead motherboard. And yeah, no, there might be 2 CPU fan headers right next to each other here, but over here there's only one, and it looks like the other one's all the way down here. But that says JPW1 instead of fan. I was hoping there'd be a second one linked to CPU one. I guess if these aren't fan-controlled, speed-controlled fans anyways. It's just weird that, you know, you get 2 CPU fans over here, but only one over here. Aren't these both CPU? Oh, no, only one CPU fan. Okay. You might be thinking, why the fuck does it matter? Well, it shows up in the BIOS, so... Suck my dick, you bowl of spaghetti-having-ass bitch! Yeah, fuck you, you're not gonna be in my way. Now I just have these obnoxious hoses, and there's not a whole lot I can do with them, which is very, very annoying. Ah, fucking I hate these things! Like, I want to lay them flat. They're so fucking stiff. Like, if I could kind of, like that. Ah! Now for the worst part. Dealing with this clusterfuck. There are twice as many cables as I'm used to seeing here. Actually, more. What the fuck is all... I guess this adapts it so it can be normal USB. I need to look at some old pictures of the SR2 because I need to land everything in the exact slots they were in before to route some of these cables, and I want it to be in the same slots it was in before, so I want my system to boot up and all the drivers to just work. I want to pop my hard drives in and boot to my desktop and start using the computer immediately. Alright, there's little holes everywhere. I guess that's supposed to be for smaller motherboards that are actually designed to fit this case. Look at that overhang between the last screw and where mine is. But I should be able to use these holes. I might be able to pop these cables through the holes and kind of just hide them behind everything. That is neat. I don't know if it's intended for that, but that is neat. Look, I got a little slit up here. Oh, I could probably get these... I could probably connect this... This thing might be a fan controller, and I could probably connect it up, and that's probably why there's so many... Yeah, that's what that is. That's what there are so many goddamn cables for that. But none of these were hooked up to anything. They were just strung in here. Well, this nightmare's almost done. I've got everything hooked up, and some stuff the cables barely reached, and they are quite tight. I gotta use my Velcro straps and try to group some things together, because again, this needs to be manageable. You know, the test bench was real easy, because you didn't have to worry about cables barely stretching and whatnot, and you just use Velcro and everything together and basically bended all the wires and made a wire harness almost like a car would have. Now I gotta try to replicate that with a less than ideal setup. Look at all these Molex connectors I need just to have this one thing powered for the fan controller. Well, wish me luck on this thing still closing. My ZZM is just loosely sitting over here. It ain't gonna go nowhere. You know, I got everything set up where I can just kind of unplug and move stuff around without pulling the hard drives out or the back cover off, because I don't want to do that. Like this Velcro is kind of loosely around here, because if I end up putting Molex drives in here, which I might for the IDE, because the IDE is right here, you know, I can just undo this and it'll just send it through there. And I probably will want to move this stuff later, because I would like to get a USB PCI Express card eventually. I'm probably not in the next 6 months, because money's going to be really tight. But yeah, I hope the door closes. So much for that idea. Yeah, this is... Yeah, I don't think I was supposed to run my cables back here like that, but I really wanted to. Fucking hell. I got it to close, but... Yeah, YOLO. Whew. Hopefully I ain't shorting nothing out. I got it to close, though. And I won't need to open it for a long time. I will when I add more storage. And, if I buy a pack of zip ties, I think if I just make it where it's like just single cables running down further apart, I could probably get it to go. But, you know, I like bunching my stuff together to make a wiring harness-like contraption. And, there was not enough room. I wish they gave me more room. I mean, very nice they put a compartment back there. Never seen anything like that before, but not nice they didn't give me more room. Like, fuck. Yeah. I forgot something. There. Now my hard drive controller won't die. Alright. There we go. That should be enough airflow to stop this thing from dying. Short cable actually kind of worked out there. So much stuff. I gotta figure out if it's okay. Does the power button work? Cool. So, I think I have the LED for the one thing backwards for the power LED. Ugh, that fucking high-pitched whine from those pumps. Ugh. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, God, they're getting louder. Man, fuck water cooling. Does this work? Oh, hey, no, we have a light there. Oh, the pumps got quieter. Are they just really loud on startup? Got it right on both of them the first time? Oh, she might fucking boot. Oh, oh, fuck, I missed. Oh, man, oh, man. Oh, shit. Oh, I guess it's got to install 10,000 drivers. Oh. Oh, the internal sound works. That's going to confuse my system. I blew the internal sound card out a long time ago. Oh yeah, I forgot that this OS was actually really buggy and had its own array of issues that needed to be reinstalled. Oh, I have a notepad file in here telling me exactly how much money Nick owes me. Yeah, I probably should have terminated it. I hit like 85 and there we are. Alright, I guess I'm gonna get my bath. It seems like everything's stable now. I've had my computer running for a while. It hasn't been crashing. Where's our temperatures at? I'm actually very tired. So, yeah, it looks like everything's in 20s to 30s. Wow, I'm only pulling, like, well, it's kind of dynamic. I could swear I just saw 14 watts there. That's pretty nifty. Yeah, 33 watts. Yeah, these are supposed to be pretty power efficient CPUs. I didn't document it out of frustration, but my system started crashing like crazy last night. Got rid of all the overclocks, still kept crashing. Couldn't figure it out. It was even crashing in the BIOS. Then I noticed that, like, this was insanely hot, and the pump was squealing louder than normal, and I just kept messing around, like, unplugging things and plugging back in, and I noticed the pump squealing changed, and then heat was coming out of here, and also I noticed that this fan was revving way higher, but it still seems like this one's putting out more heat than this one, but yeah, I think water cooling sucks, but it's been stable since yesterday. We've done some very large file transfers, trying to recover everything I've lost. Well, first I got to get my drives structured how I wanted, get them back on the network, and then I can start backing up what I have from other PCs. But we should be ready to actually open a game. I just turned my sound on to realize I have this running in the background. Yeah, that city died. Oh, that's right. This is Windows 3.1. There isn't really a shutdown. I wonder if it'll even do anything. Yeah, no, there's no... you might be dying. Oh. 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 Yeah, I think I should probably stay inside for a little while. I don't know what they're spraying, but I probably don't want to be breathing that in. Or having it fall on me. Well, I can actually see them laying it down.